Thanksgiving tournament as the game between the New Hope Trojans and the Winona Tigers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Richard Watts along with Chauncey Green, and we're glad to have you with us here on the broadcast. And we also would like to say a big welcome to all the folks in Winona listening to us on WONA in Winona. And we hope to bring you the ball game tonight. Of course, New Hope Trojans and the Winona Tigers, this for the championship of the New Hope Thanksgiving tournament, and this promises to be a very evenly matched ball team. Both teams here very evenly matched with each other, and we're looking for a lot of scoring action on the court. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the ball game this evening. This is Metro High School basketball. The starting lineups for both teams. For the Winona Tigers, at the point guard is Keith Small. The other guard, William Small. At the forwards, Frederick Lockhart and Craig Elliott. And at the center, Mario Hansbrough. For the New Hope Trojans, it's Tim Vaughn at the point guard, Brad Skeen at the other guard. Willie Temple is the forward. David Johnson, the other forward. Marcus Dent out jumping center. And with the play-by-play, here's Chauncey Green.
Thank you, Richard. Going up high goes Mario Hansborough. Hansborough tips it off. Willie Temple gets the rebound, gets it. He gets it up, will not fall. Getting the rebound is number 34. Number 34, Frederick Lockhart, gives the ball back to number 22, Keith Small. Keith Small on the dribble down to the top right-hand side of the key. Cannot get rid of it. Tosses over now to number 35. That's William Small. William Small goes up over and shoots over Tim Vaughn and gets two. The Winona Tigers jump out front 2-0. Tim Vaughn on the dribble down across center stripe now. Over to the left-hand side of the key. Back over to the right-hand side. He gives it to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen shoots for three. It will not go. Bounce twice on the rim and falls off, and the rebound is claimed by Mario Hansbrough. Bringing the ball down now is number 22, Keith Small. He's being closely guarded by Brad Skeen. He drives around to the right-hand side of the key, trying to get the ball inside. It will not. He has no one open. He gives it off to William Small. William Small back to Mario Hansbrough. Mario Hansbrough gets the ball. He loses over to number 34. Number 34 is Frederick Lockhart. Tossed back outside now to Keith Small, trying to set up the play. Going to reset the play here. Small goes in. He loses his balance and falls over, tripped, but anyway.
Ball control now goes to the
Brown says the Traveling and the Trojans get it on the turnover. Timmy Vaughn down to the top left-hand side of the key. He gives over to Willie Temple. Back over to Vaughn. Over to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen shoots from the line. No, will not fall. Brad Skeen now gets the ball after it was tipped, and he tosses it to Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn was not looking, and the ball goes out of bounds on a turnover by the Trojans. Inbounding the ball now. Number 35, that's William Small. He gives it over to Keith Small. Keith Small now on the dribble down to the left-hand side of the key, trying to work it inside. Nothing there. Driving the baseline is Mario. Mario's up, in and good over Marcus Dent.
Mario Hansbrough with 2 points.
Is it Hansbrough? Richard, I'm having trouble reading my own writing. Tim Vaughn now at the left-hand side. He gives it over to Willie Temple. Willie Temple's up and scores. It's a 4-2 ball game with the Tigers from Winona ahead of the Trojans from New Hope. Bringing the ball down on the dribble now is Keith Small. Keith Small being closely guarded by Brad Skeen. He works down to the left-hand side of the key, trying to get it over to Hansbrough again. Hansbrough cannot make it. He's cut off there by David Johnson, who's in the ball game now. David Johnson, he goes up and shoots and scores. It's a 6-2 ball game. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Tim Vaughn gets some instruction now from Coach Herman Robinson. Coach Herman Robinson winning his 700 ball game, 700 victory last night for Coach Herman Robinson. A great milestone. The ball is passed over to Brad Skeen, over to the right-hand side of the key, back to David Johnson at the top of the key. Brad Skeen working the ball out now on the dribble, trying to get something set up, gives it over to Tim Vaughn on the left side. Tim fake shoots up and goes. It hits out the rim and falls. Marcus Dent up, in, and good. It's a 6-4 ball game with the Tigers from Winona out on top. Bringing the ball down. Keith Small being close guard now by Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn called for a switch and nobody picked him up. But now the ball is passed over to number 45. That's Mario Hansbrough. Hansbrough into William Small, number 35. He loses. He does not get it. Number 43, Mario Hansbrough now has the ball back and scores.
8-4 now.
8-4 with the Tigers and Winona on top. Brad Skeen at the three-point. Fakes the shot. Does not go into Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent's up, and he rolls around the basket, falls out. And coming down and throwing some elbows is number 34, Frederick Lockhart. Bringing the ball down now on the dribble. Number 22, Key Small, closely guarded by Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn trying to get the ball in. They're trying to work it in to number 35. Number 35, that's William Small. He's up, he scores. It's a 10-4 ball game. And the Trojans cannot find the basket right now. They're having them hit the brim and bounce off. Marcus Dent from out on the left-hand side of the key. Gives to Willie Temple from three-point range. It's up, it's no good. Going high for the rebound and tipping it out. Gaining control of it was number 43. That's Mario Hansberry. He gives it back to Key Small. Key Small on the left-hand side of the key now. Drives down, tries to get working the ball inside. No one to pass it to. He gives it back to number 45, Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott takes a shot from three-point range and holds the line. 2 on, 5-second call. He does not make up his mind, and it's a turnover.
So the Trojans will have the ball, and timeout is called.
And we'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball.
Give them the score first. Unless the action's too heavy.
Okay, welcome back to the gym. The Tigers from Winona are out on top 10-4. The Trojans inbound the ball. They now have it down to the top of the key. Timmy Vaughn holds the ball high over his head, calls out a play, backs up a little, going to change the setup a little bit. Willie Temple breaking to the right-hand side of the key. He shoots from three-point range. He's up. He scores 3 points. It's a 10-7 ball game. 3 minutes and exactly left on the clock. And a wild catch from Tigers. From Winona, bring the ball down to Willie Small. Key Small, rather, got the ball in. He started into William Small. William Small shoots and is fouled. Marcus Dent, I believe, is going to be the one that draws that foul. Marcus Dent picked up his first one. That's also the first one for the Trojans. And the Tigers from Winona have none. 1 foul committed, 2 minutes, 44 seconds. And the Tigers from Winona enjoying a 3-point lead at the moment. First shot on the way, up, in, and good. William Small.
5th point of the night for Small.
Second shot on the way. It's up. It bounces up and falls in the basket. It counts. Marcus Dent now. They're looking at full court pressure. They can get the ball back to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent over to Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn breaks down trying. He's pulled. Good pass in. David Johnson couldn't control it. He's out to Willie Temple, and they're going to be called for traveling. Couldn't get control of it. David Vaughn lost it on a turnover. And the ball's being inbounded. Key Small now has it over. Dribbling it down, being closely guarded by Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn working very close. He tries to make a break. Tim breaks with him. And they're trying to work to the top of the key. Now he goes around to the left-hand side of the key, trying to get the ball inside. He does. William Small, he's up, he in. It's an air ball. It's tipped back in, and Brad Skeen gets the ball. It's the fast break coming down the court. Brad Skeen down across the center line. He feeds the ball into David Johnson. David Johnson has no place to go. He gives it to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent fakes, goes up, and shoots, and over, and good. Number 34, Frederick Lockhart, went for the fake. Marcus Dent scored. It's a 12-9 ball game. 1 minute, 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Tigers out front. One on the Tigers bringing the ball down now. Keith driving down across into the key there. Waiting into the key is the ball, and he takes step. Number 45. That's Craig Elliott. He shuffled his feet and is called for traveling.
Heavily guarded that time by New Hope's Brad Skeen, and Skeen doing a good job of defensing.
Inbounding the ball, Willie Temple into Tim Vaughn now. Tim Vaughn walking down on the dribble. They're behind by 3 points. 9-12. 1 minute, 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Temple breaks to the right-hand side. He comes inside the three-point line, feeds the ball into Norman Cannell, who's now in the ball game in place of David Johnson. He loses control of it out of bounds. It's another turnover.
Just a little bit too hard. Norman Cannell wasn't looking for it.
Trying to inbound the ball now. They're putting a little pressure on the Winona Tigers. The ball's inbounded number 34, Frederick Lockhart. Frederick Lockhart gives it back to William Small, number 35. He's down on the dribble to the right-hand side of the key. He's going to try to spin and go down the key, but he's shut off there. Willie Temple shuts him off. He gives the ball back to Key Small. Key Small back into William Small. And William Small goes up and is fouled by Tim Vaughn. Timmy Vaughn picking up his first one. Second team foul for the Trojans, and the Winona Tigers have none. At the charity stripe, number 35, William Small. His first one's up on, draws a lot of iron, but counts the same.
He's 100% off the line tonight.
That's 3 for 3, right?
3 for 3, yes, sir.
Okay, William Small, 4 shot up, in, and good. He's 4 for 4 for the Tigers. They enjoy a 14-9 lead now. Norman Cannell tries to inbound the ball. They're facing full court pressure. Tim Vaughn gets it on a fast break. He's down driving to the right-hand side of the key. He's going all the way, and the shot is blocked. His shot is blocked 5, but Marcus Dent goes up, and there's a lot of pushing and shoving on the basket, but the Winona Tigers, William Small gets it. And he's bringing the ball down across the center line. He's being closely guarded by Willie Temple. He tries to spin and go inside the key, but Willie Temple shuts him off once more. Brad Keysmall gets the ball with it. William gives it over to number 45. That's Craig Elliott. He scores. It's a 16-9 ball game with the Tigers out front. Bringing the ball down. Tim Vaughn on the dribble, slowing it down now at the top of the key. Brings it over to the left to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen into Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent takes it and gives it back to Brad Skeen. It will not fall. Norman Cannell goes high, brings it down, goes high and shoots, and is fouled. And I don't know. I'll have to watch the official. 34, number 34, Frederick Lockhart picks up his first one, and also the Winona Tigers' first foul. And we have 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
There's a shooting foul, so Cannell's on the line.
His first shot's in and good. Norman Cannell makes it 10-16 in favor of the Tigers there. He's trying to bring them down, cut it down to 5. It's up, it's in, it's good. It's a 5-point ball game. 16-11 with the Tigers out front. Keysmall now on the dribble.
Full
Taking
court
it down,
pressure.
full court pressure being applied by Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn staying right with him. He breaks down to the left hand. He tries to go inside, and he cannot. Shut off there by Timmy Vaughn. Tim Vaughn gives it back to William Small. William Small now back to William Small. Gets it, and is fouled by Willie Temple. William Small fouled him on the floor. And it'll just be a ball out of bounds because they're not in a bonus yet. The Winona Tigers now. Tossing the ball inside, goes inside. Marcus Dent goes up. And he's called for the foul. That's Marcus' second one, I believe.
That's correct. And we're looking to head into the bonus here fairly quickly. We get one more foul.
Okay, inbound the ball. William Small. William Small now has trouble getting it in. He tosses it over to number 34. That's Frederick Lockhart. And shooting the basket from way out at the buzzer was number 22, Keysmall. At the end of the first quarter, it's Winona Tigers 16, New Hope Trojans 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball. Welcome back to New Hope, Mississippi. Garden Spot of the United States, capital of the world. The ball's inbounded by the Tigers, and the Tigers say no. As a offensive foul by number 34, Frederick Lockhart. He got the ball and tried to pressure his way into the basket and was called for an offensive foul. Team foul number 2 for the Tigers. Trojans now on the turnover, bringing it down. Timmy Vaughn to the left of the key. He goes into Lee Huckabee, who's in. Marcus Dent. And he's called for traveling. He faked with his head. I did not see where his feet shuffled or not, but Mr. Hawthorne said it did, and the ball is a turnover. Bringing the ball down, Keysmall, number 22, brings down across the dribble, being closely guarded once again by Timmy Vaughn. He's going to try to go in. He tries to work the ball in to the big man, but he couldn't get there. He's once again at the key. Number 34 goes up. It's no good. And Timmy Vaughn's going to pick up a foul, and I think the basket is going to count. The basket does count, and going to the line will be number 45. Craig Elliott got the basket and going for a bonus, trying to make a three-point play out of it. 7:13 to go. They lead by 5, 16-11. First, it's up and good. Wait a minute.
No, they didn't count the basket last time.
Yeah, well, they did not count the basket.
No, they didn't.
I thought the official signaled it was good. 45. Craig Elliott up. It will not fall, and going over the back will be number 35. That's William Small. William Small is called for the foul. It's team foul number 3 for the Tigers, and the Trojan will inbound the ball. Willie Temple into Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn bringing the ball down now on the dribble, getting some instructions from the bench. Coach Herman Robinson shouting out the instructions to Timmy Vaughn. He works around to the right-hand side of the key. Willie Temple over there. He fakes. He's going to shoot from on the line. It'll count for 2. It does not fall. And going high is Frederick Lockhart. Frederick Lockhart gets the ball, gives it back to William Small. William Small down, bringing the ball down across the center stripe on the dribble. He's going to try to spin and go down the key. It's shut off. Willie Temple shut him down. Then Key Small comes in to the top of the key. He cannot penetrate that zone. So he gives it over. Number 45. Number 45 goes up. And there's, oh no. I don't believe that, but that's the way it goes. It's a foul call against Norman Cornell. Norman Cornell picks up his first foul of the evening.
Cornell was not in position as Elliott went to go in for his layup, and that's what he was called for.
Craig Elliott at the line for the Winona Tigers. His first shot up, in, and good. It makes it a 18-11 ball game. A 7-point lead now with 6 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Is Craig's second shot up, in, and good. The Tigers now lead by 8, 19-11. They're putting a pressure on. Timmy Vaughn's down on the fast break. He has 2 men down there. He gives it back to Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee shots in, up, and good. Lee scores his first 2 of the evening.
A little bit of help there from Norman Cornell.
And the double team down there, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. And they say the Wildcats the Tigers still have possession. They inbound the ball. William Small over to Key Small. Key Small working it down on the dribble. Being closely guarded by Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn staying right with him. He's getting down across the center stripe. He backs up to Tim Vaughn, falls down, but the official said, nope, you just put on a little act there. Tosses it back to William Small from way out to the top of the key. He goes up over. Norman Cornell gets the ball. He's into Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee on the dribble down to the right-hand side of the key. He fakes, he shoots, he says no, not shoot. He passes in to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent's up, in, and good. Scores. It's a 15-19 ball game with the Tigers out front by 4. And Key Small over to William Small now. Being closely guarded by Willie Temple. Willie Temple guarding him close. He's up to the top of the key now, going around trying to get down on to watch him spin. 5 seconds. 5 seconds inside the timeline there, and they call 5 seconds and a timeout. And we'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball. Okay, they had a short 20-second timeout there, and in the meantime, the Trojans get the ball, bring it down, and give it to Marcus Dent, who scores. It's now a 17-19 ball game. A steal. Oh, Timmy Vaughn didn't like that call.
Tim Vaughn
he got the ball,
stole the ball from William Small and was called for the foul.
Timmy didn't like that, but it's a foul against Timmy Vaughn, his 3rd one of the evening, and going to the line will be William Small. He thought he'd made a clean steal, but Mr. Woodrow Brown says no. So from the charity stripe, number 35, William Small, he sinks his first shot. He sinks his second, hits and bounces off, and Lee Huckabee was in there fighting for the ball. And a foul's going to be called on Norman Cornell. The official clear across the court, Hawthorne, called it. Clear across the court, says Norman Cornell commits his second one. Going to the line now will be number 34, Frederick Lockhart. Frederick Lockhart for the Winona Tigers. They lead by 3, 20-17. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. It does not fall, and going up and over, William Small goes over Norman Cornell, and he draws a foul, and that's number 4 for the Winona Tigers. The next one will put the Trojans in the bonus. Willie Temple now inbounding the ball to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen working it down now. He's working down as the point guard in the ball game present time. Over to the right-hand side of the key there to Willie Temple. Willie Temple looks in. Nobody's there. He gives to Lee Huckabee at the key. Lee gets the ball and took a stutter step there and is called for traveling. And Coach Herman Robinson hauls out. Lee. All right, bringing the ball in now. They're going to try a long pass down center. He goes into Mario. Mario's up in. It does not fall. Marcus Dent gets the rebound. He had the layup, and he faked himself out, I think, that time. It just wouldn't fall. Anyway, he put on a beautiful fake, but the ball didn't fall. Now Brad Skeen down to top, gives to Willie Temple. Norman Cannell gets the ball up. He fakes. He goes up. He scores. It's a 19-20 ball game with the Tigers lead. Cut to 1. And closely guarding.
A little too closely. Brad Skeen fouling Keith Small is coming down court.
Brad Skeen picks up his first one. So going to the line will be Keith Small for the Winona Tigers. They lead by 1, 20-19. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in the first half. Keith Small, first shot on the way. It's up. It bounces off. Marcus Dent gets the rebound for the Trojans. Coming down the line, across down, and getting some instructions again from the bench from Coach Herman Robinson. Brad Skeen looks over. He's on the dribble. He sits up, calls out the play. He's over to the left-hand side. He gives it. Bubba Huckabee, or Lee Huckabee, passes the ball between the legs of a Winona player into Norman Cannell, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the charity stripe. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. A one-point ball game, 20-19, with the Winona Tigers out front.
Frederick Smith Frederick Lockhart rather, with a foul that time. That's his third, and he goes out of the ball game. And coming in,
number 11.
We don't have a number 11 here.
That must not be number 11. I must just see part of it as a number there. Anyway, Norman Cannell's first shot's up and in and good. We'll get that correction on the young man. I got my eye on him quick as he turns around. Norman Cannell's second shot's up in and good. That's number 41.
Okay, that's Frederick
Douglas. It's in. I could only see part of the number. Brad Skeen now working against Keith Small. Keith Small working down, trying to get the ball down across center stripe. He does. He's clean down to the left-hand side. He breaks the ball in. The ball is picked up by Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee over to Willie Temple. Willie Temple is up. It's in. It will not fall. And Mario goes up, gets the ball, gets the rebound. So the Winona Tigers get control of the ball on the missed shot by Lee Huckabee. Keith Small working the ball down to the left-hand side of the key. Goes in once again to Mario. Mario's shot up. It does not fall. And number 41, Frederick Douglas, back up in and good for the Winona Tigers. It's 22-21, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the first half. Winona Tigers out front. Over to Lee Huckabee, right-hand side of the key.
We got a foul away from the ball there.
Number 45.
It was Craig Elliott.
Craig Elliott. I think I called him Mario the last time down when he scored. So, but that is Craig Elliott, number 45, and that's his first one, but that is number 5 for the Winona Tigers. So going to the charity stripe is Willie Temple, number 23 for the Trojans. His first shot's on the way. It hits the back and bounces off. No good, but the rebound is controlled momentarily by Norman Cannell. He gets the ball. And they're closely guarded there, and they break away, giving it back to William Small. William Small now on the dribble, down across the center stripe, being closely guarded by Willie Temple. Willie Temple going to guard him. He's taken over to the left. He's trying to get the ball back. He gives the ball back, and he's missed. Brad Skeen made an attempt to get the ball and missed him. But that leaves William Small open. He's at the key. He's up. He's in. He scores 24-21, 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go as the Trojans inbound the ball. Bring the ball down now on the dribble, trying to set up a play. Brad Skeen over to the left to Lee Huckabee, number 22 for the Trojans. He's over to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent shoots from the top of the key. It bounces around and falls off. And coming down is Elliott, number 45. Craig Elliott goes high, gets the ball, brings it down. Gives it back to Keith Small. Keith Small down across the center stripe onto the left-hand side of the key. Coming around to the right-hand side of the key, trying to work the ball in. He gives it to Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott shoots, and it will not fall. And
that was Mario
Hansborough scores for the Winona Tigers. It's a 5-point ball game, 26-21, with the Tigers out front. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. Brad Skeen driving around to the left, passes off Willie Temple. Willie Temple shoots for 3. It hits, then bounces up and does not fall in. And going high for the rebound with Frederick Douglas. Frederick Douglas for the Winona Tigers, giving it back to Keith Small. Keith Small down across the center stripe, being closely guarded by Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen over to the left and
Marcus Dent picked up a foul on Craig Elliott, rather.
I'll be that's number 3.
That's right, number 3 for Marcus Dent.
Marcus Dent's getting in foul trouble now. David Johnson's going to come in and replace Norman Cannell for the Trojans. Going to the charity stripe will be Craig Elliott, number 45 for the Winona Tigers. Craig Elliott. Attempting to stretch this lead out. He does. It's a 27-21 ball game. 6-point lead for the Winona Tigers. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Second shot up, on the way. It's in, also good. 28-21, a 7-point lead now. 1 minute, 38 seconds. Over to Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee at the right-hand side of the court, over near the baseline. Oh, back to Brad Skeen. Willie Temple takes the ball, drives into the key. He puts it up. He will not fall. And getting the rebound is number 45, Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott gets the ball, gives it back to Keith Small. Keith Small working down across. Here's the center stripe. Getting some instructions now from Coach Billy Wells for the Winona Tigers. He gives the ball over to the, takes it over to the left of the key, rather. Still has it, tries to get it into Williams Small. Williams Small got it up and up over David Johnson, in and good. 30-21, 1 minute, 3 seconds left on the clock. Skeen now setting up a play, calling it out as he comes down across the center stripe over to Willie Temple. Willie Temple trying to get the ball inside. He cannot. David Johnson at the top of the key there, gives the ball to Skeen. Skeen drives around, gives it to Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee's in and good for 2. Lee Huckabee picks up 2 for the Trojans. It's a 30-23 ball game. 43 seconds left to go. With the Winona Tigers on the dribble, down across center court, being close to guarded by Brad Skeen, all the way over number 35, William Small, who could not move. He takes the ball back to Keith Small. Keith Small drives around to the left-hand side of the court, gives it back to Keith Small outside the 3-point line, driving around now to the right-hand side of the court on the dribble. Back to Keith Small at the top of the key. He's being closely guarded there, but David Johnson picked up the double coverage a little bit there by Keith, by Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen now back to has the ball over now to Keith Small. Keith Small, number 22, gives it over to 45. Craig Elliott, he goes up, shoots a long one. It will not fall. Willie Temple's got the ball on the dribble. He comes down. He shoots from 3-point range. It's a buzzer, but it does not fall. And so at the half, the Winona Tigers out front by 7, 30-23. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball.
Winona Tigers are leading the New Hope Trojans 30-23. Here's how the scoring went during the half for the Winona Tigers. High score person William Small, he leads scoring with 13 points, followed by Craig Elliott, who has 7 points. Mario Hansbrough has 6 points. Keith Small with 2 points, and Frederick Douglas with 2 points. For the New Hope Trojans, tying the score for the New Hope Trojans is Marcus Dent with 8, also Norman Cannell with 8 points. Willie Temple has 5 points, and Lee Huckabee has a couple of points. So far, once again, a fairly evenly matched game. Of course, the Winona Tigers having the advantage of shooting more foul shots, and that's, of course, making the difference here in the ball game with the halftime score of the Winona Tigers 30, the New Hope Trojans 23. We'll be back in 90 seconds with a halftime guest. This is Metro High School basketball. In their Thanksgiving Classic tournament here. Right now, the Winona Tigers leading the New Hope Trojans 30-23, and we're going to be getting back into action here in just a moment. Have about a minute left to go here. Of course, the officials for tonight's ball game, Woodrow Brown and Carl Hawthorne. Carl Skillet Hawthorne, I guess.
And Richard, while we were away, the West Kemper Lady Wildcats were presented the New Hope Thanksgiving Tournament Championship Trophy.
They defeated the New Hope Trojans for that particular trophy, 58-55, in another hard-fought, closely matched game. And sort of the same intensity and activity that we're seeing in this game here. Right now, for the Winona Tigers, their activity on offense seems to be the main attraction there. They're able to get down the court and do a lot more scoring more times on down the court. Meanwhile, the fouls for the New Hope Trojans have really not really done them in. They have had more team fouls, and the Winona Tigers have turned them around and used them to their advantage.
Winona Tigers are a good shooting team, both from the foul line and from the floor. They also have a height advantage over the New Hope Trojans, and they're putting that to their advantage also. And we're about ready for the inbound the balls, and I believe this Willie Temple will inbound it, yes, for the New Hope Trojans. And this ball game, second half, is now underway as the ball is tossed in by Willie Temple to Tim Vaughn. Tim Vaughn calling out the play. Got an instruction over to Brad Skeen on the right. Tried to get the ball into Willie Temple. He gets the ball, turns around, jumper. It will not fall. Coming down with the ball is Key Small with a rebound. He's closely guarded by Tim Vaughn, working it down now, trying to get down across the center stripe. Key Small in around, drives the ball down, tries to pass off to Elliott. Elliott's not there. And he passes the ball off to number 41. That's Frederick Douglas, who shuffled his feet inside the key and called for traveling. Then the turnover goes over to the Trojans. Tim Vaughn down on the dribble, gives it in to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen shoots from three-point range. In and good. Brad Skeen shows a scoring three. And it's a 26-30 ball game with the Trojans on the short end of the stick. And William Small brings it down on the dribble for the Winona Tigers. He rounds to the left-hand side of the key, gives the ball in close to Elliott. Craig Elliott scores for the Tigers. It's a 32-26 ball game. Tigers out front. Over to the left. Willie Temple, the left of the keys. He spins, he turns, he shoots, he scores. It's a 32-28, 6 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Key Small now on the dribble, being closely guarded once again by Timmy Vaughn as he comes down across the center stripe. He picks up a double coverage. He's over to Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott across the court to Douglas. Douglas shuts up, in, and good. It's 34-28, 6 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tim Vaughn down on the dribble, across the center stripe, over to the left. Willie Temple. Willie Temple from three-point range. He shoots. He hits the rim, and it goes off the rim, and the ball is controlled by the Winona Tigers. Keith Small, once again, coming down across center court. Timmy Vaughn picks up some help there. William Small's free to shoot. He shoots. It's up. It misses, but going high was Elliott. Elliott takes it back to the glass and in for a 2-point. 36-28. The Tigers now have an 8-point lead over the Trojans. They bring the ball down. Timmy Vaughn down, drives toward the top of the key. He tries to get it into Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent takes it up. In. It will not fall. But David Johnson is fouled. I don't know where he's on the floor in the act by Keith Small.
I believe they said it was on the rebound. So
on the floor. Davey went on up, and I didn't know where he was fouled on the floor or not. But the ball is tossed way out to Timmy Vaughn. Tim Vaughn over to Willie Temple. Willie Temple drives the baseline in and scores. It's a 36-30 ball game with the Tigers out front. The ball's inbounded to Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott back to William Small. William Small working the ball down across the center stripe, being closely guarded by. He loses control momentarily. He has to pass the ball away, and Brad Skeen went for the ski. Ball left to Craig. Tim Vaughn goes high, tips the ball back to David Vaughn. Now the Trojans have it on the fast break. Down to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen from three. He hits the rim, does not fall. Timmy Vaughn gets the rebound, goes up, will not fall. He gets the ball back outside. He tosses way back out to Willie Temple. Willie Temple, the top of the key, drives in, takes it in to Marcus Dent. It will not fall. Timmy Vaughn puts it up, and finally it scores. 32-36. The Trojans on the short end of the stick. The Winona Tigers bringing the ball down on the dribble now across the center stripe. Tosses it into Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott tries to spin and go, but Davey Vaughn has him blocked off. Back out now to Key Small. Key Small dribbling to the left. He gives it back to William Small at the free throw stripe, and he's up, in, and good. 2 points. 38-32. 4 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Winona Tigers out front. Timmy Vaughn bringing it down to the left of the key, over to David Johnson on the left. Back to Willie Temple, top center. He tosses the ball in to Marcus Dent, loses control. And Key Small gets the ball, spins round and round, and prevents anyone taking it away from him. Now he's on the dribble down towards the center stripe. Timmy Vaughn putting on a little pressure. He breaks free. Key Small breaks in. He gives it to Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott goes high from the free throw line, gets his own rebound. He's going to spin, shoot again. It falls out, and Marcus Dent gets it for the Trojans, brings it down. Timmy Vaughn over to the right-hand side of the court now. He tries to get the ball in to David Johnson, but the ball is kicked by Key Small, and the Trojans will inbound it. From the timeline, Willie Temple into Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen over to David Vaughn at the top of the key. Tim Vaughn calls out the play. Dribbles around, gives it off to Brad Skeen. Now off to Willie Temple, back to Timmy Vaughn. Timmy Vaughn to the drive. He's in to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent has it blocked. and is fouled in the act of shooting by number 35, William Small.
That's Small's third foul of the evening.
William Small, they can ill afford to lose him right now, looks like, because he's been playing some fantastic ball for the Winona Tigers.
He's the high score man for the Tigers with 15 points.
Marcus Dent's first shot up, in, and good. It's a 38-33 ball game. The Tigers lead by 5. Marcus Dent's second shot up, in, and good. The lead is cut to 4. Now with the ball on the inbound, working down on the dribble is Keith Small, number 22 for the Winona Tigers. He's asking for a little help, gets a little help. William Small in. He passes to number 43, who loses control. Mario Hansborough loses it out of bounds, and the Trojans get the turnover. Timmy Vaughn down now, center court, across the timeline, being closely guarded by Keith Small. He dribbles to the left, goes around to the left, spins, turns back, tried to get the ball inside. Willie Temple passed in, thought Marcus Dent was coming out. Marcus turned, went inside to get in position for the rebound, and the ball floats easily out of bounds. Another turnover. Trojans need to control the ball a little bit better. They're not working in sync. Here comes the Tigers. He gets the ball in. He loses control. He regains control. William Small on the dribble, bringing around from right to left. Bringing around top of the key. Toss the ball back out to Keith Small. Keith Small over now. Toss the ball in. I believe the Trojans touched it, and it'll be an inbound ball in.
That's right off the hands of Tim Vaughn there. Good defensive play.
Keith Small now holds the ball high over the head, calls out the play. He tosses the ball in to William Small. William Small driving around the three-point circle there. He tosses the ball out. Keith Small again back top of the key, trying to set something up. He's trying to go inside. The number of William Small's got another free shot, and he scores. Someone's going to have to get a hand in this young man's place. It's a 40-34 ball game. 6-point lead, 2 minutes and 50 seconds with the Tigers out front. Keith Vaughn, Timmy Vaughn on the dribble, tries. Okay, away from the ball. Keith Small run into Marcus Dent and is called. Number 22 for the Winona Tigers, inbound the ball. Willie Temple over to Brad Skeen, back to Timmy Vaughn. Tim Vaughn stands, holds the ball now at the top of the key. He drives to the left, around David Johnson. He loses control momentarily, regains control, tried to force the ball in. DeMarcus Dent is stolen away by number 41. That's Frederick Douglas. Frederick Douglas back to Keith Small. Keith Small on the dribble now. He's coming down court. He's around to the right-hand side of the key. He's back to William Small. And no one open in the middle. He holds the ball over his head. He dribbles. He takes it in. He's holding the ball. He's trying to get it into William Small, who's going the baseline. It's in and no good. Tipped out by Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen down on the break. He's down at the top right-hand side of the key. Feeds to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent back to Willie Temple. And Timmy Vaughn now has the ball. Holds up the one finger, saying number 1. All right, back to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen now over to David Johnson at the left-hand side of the key. Back to Brad Skeen. Willie Temple for 3, and it's short. And Timmy Vaughn takes it up, has his shot blocked by William Small for the Tigers. And the ball is picked up by Keith Small. Timmy Vaughn trying to make a steal now. Cannot make it. They come out, try to put a little pressure on him. Number 43, Frederick Douglas. 43 is Mario Hansberry. He gives the ball back to William Small. Has the ball now at top of the key. He goes up, shoots, ball partially tipped, and somebody fouls somebody, and 2 of them hold up their hands. We'll have to watch the official. They both must have fouled him. 2-0, that's David Johnson.
That's
David Johnson's first foul of the evening. He and Brad Skeen both held up their hands. He thought he was in the act of shooting, but Mr. Woodrow Brown said, no, sir, you're on the floor. Keith Small brings it, trying to get the ball in. He takes it right into the center, and it was a lazy layup, but he was missed. Working down on a quick breakdown, fast break, and Willie Temple goes up. He will not fall. David Johnson and Willie Temple both couldn't fall. Number 41, Frederick Douglas now has the ball. He gives it off to Keith Small. Keith Small on the dribble now. They failed to score another time down the court. We needed those points. Keith Small driving around top of the left, the right-hand side of the key. He spins. He gives the ball to William Small. William Small picks it up off, and Marcus Dent gets the rebound. Back to Willie Temple. Tim Ball down has on the dribble. 45 seconds left to go with the Tigers out front. Brad Skeen for 3. It's good. Brad Skeen scores another three-pointer. It's 40, 37, 36 seconds left to go. Inbounding the ball, William Small to Key Small. Key Small on the dribble, guarded by Tim Vaughn. He picks up a little help from David Johnson. David Johnson tosses the ball over to William Small, who's guarded by Willie Temple. Willie Temple picks up the ball, and Willie Temple is going to be charged for a foul, reaching in.
That's Temple's second foul of the evening.
And the ball will be inbounded with 22 seconds left on in the third quarter. He tosses the ball high, and going up high is number 45, Craig Elliott. He gets the ball, tosses it back now to near the center stripe. Key Small picked up some coverage from Willie Temple. He tosses it out to William Small, who's guarded by Tim Vaughn now. William Small working over to the left of Key. He gives it back to Key Small. Key Small, that's the free throw shot. He takes it up. It will not go. Coming down with the rebound is Marcus Dent. And there's the buzzer at the score after three quarters. Winona Tigers 40, New Hope Trojans 37. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball. There was a B-team
tournament. That's right. That's what it was.
I didn't get to see it, Richard, and I'm not sure where it took place. I was thinking it took place in Starkville, but evidently not, since Coach Cassie Freeman was awarding the trophies. The girls was won by the Starkville Yellow Jackets, and the boys New Hope Trojans B-team won that tournament. We're in this, the last final game of this Thanksgiving tournament. The ball has been inbounded by the Winona Tigers. Key Small working around. He's holding the ball over his head, trying to set something up. He gives it back to number 34, Frederick Lockhart. Back in the ball game now, and over to Key Small. Key Small tries to drive the Key, send it in high. It falls out, and Craig Elliott misses, and Marcus Dent comes away with a rebound. And the Trojans have the ball down, working down. Brad Skeen down to the right-hand side of the Key. Clear across court to Bubba Huckle. Bubba Huckle shoots a little short shot, and David Johnson goes up, could not get the rebound, and there's a spell from Hart, and Brad Skeen has it.
But now they're saying there's a foul.
On who?
And the foul. Okay, now they're calling traveling on the New Hope Trojans, the Winona Tigers. So it's New Hope Trojans' ball. Rather confusing situation there. All right, and Winona Tigers coach now asking for an explanation of what the situation is, and he's getting it there from Carl Hawthorne.
Coach Billy Wells from the Winona Tigers did not believe that. He shook his head no. But anyway, the ball is being inbounded by the Trojans, and Timmy Vaughn from three-point range shoots and scores for another three-pointer. It's a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go, and we got another barn burner.
Right now we have an injured player out there for the New Hope Trojans. Tim Vaughn
was run over, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Anyway, Key Small out there.
Key Small, I think they bumped heads, really. I didn't see it. It was away from the action, but anyway.
Willie Temple now going back into the ball game for the New Hope Trojans. Tim Vaughn coming out of there. They both collided rather hard at the other end of the court. But Keith Small staying into the ball game for the Winona Tigers. Now he's being asked to leave, and
he must have a cut.
Yeah, he must have a cut on his eye there.
I believe he's got a bloody nose. Looks like they bumped heads there, I guess, when they on the collision. Time momentarily called. I believe he'll have to go out momentarily.
Yeah, he will for something like that. They'll have to put someone else in the game.
Either bleeding a little bit from the nose or from the lip, and I cannot tell which from this angle. Coach Carl Hathorne over talking to Coach Billy Wells and to Keith Small.
So
coming into the ball game in his place now is number 21. That's Vincent
Smith.
I hope that's Smith.
Well, that's the way I read it anyway.
I don't know whether that's supposed to be Vincent Small or Vincent Smith. Just forgive me.
In any case, the Tigers have the ball now.
And the Tigers inbound the ball. And number 21, Vincent, has the ball. He dribbles the ball around. He loses control and has to pass it off. He passes it off to a wide open man, number 34. He goes in. He does up. He does not fall. Number 41 has it. And there's a foul call. 3 seconds.
3 second violation on the Winona Tigers. Frederick Small stayed in the lane just a bit long, so it's now Keith Small has come back in, and Vincent Smith coming out of there. The New Hope Trojans have the ball on the opposite end of the court.
I believe that's Vincent Small. Richard's looking at my handwriting, but I'm not sure. The ladies coming down in Winona, we apologize if we called this young man's name wrong. There's Brad Skeen shot up from the three-point range. It does not go. Brad Skeen passes it over to Lee Huckabee. Lee Huckabee's shot does not go. He follows up with a rebound, tosses it up, and it does not go. And the ball is gathered in by Keith Small, and he crosses over to William Small, and now they're working the ball down towards the timeline. And the coach hollering up 2-2-2. Wants Keith Small, set up number 2. He tosses the ball in, and William Small's got it for a layup and scores. It's a 42-40 ball game. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left to go with the Tigers out front by 2. Brad Skeen now playing the point guard, and he's up top of the key. Crosses over to Lee Huckabee, over to David Johnson to the left-hand side of the key. David Johnson back to Willie Temple. Willie Temple shoots. It's in. It's good. It's a tie ball game. 5 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. 5 minutes, 57 seconds though. The Trojans and the Winona Tigers all tied up. Keith Small now being guarded by Huckabee. He loses the ball momentarily, but regains control. Works into William Small. William Small in close again. Up and scores. Someone needs to put a hand in this young man's face. He's hotter than a $2 pistol. Number 11, Brad Skeen, driving to the left-hand side of the key. Gives to Willie Temple. Willie Temple fakes from 3. Comes in, tries to pass off to Marcus Dent. And yes, beautiful pass, beautiful shot for 2. 44-44, 5 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the ball game. All tied up. Keith Small down on the dribble, across the center stripe. Working the ball down to the top of the key, closely guarded by Huckabee. Huckabee gives it to Elliott. Craig Elliott scores from the charity stripe. It's a 46-44, 5:05 left to go in the ball game. Brad Skeen down across the center stripe, working over, fakes to the right, spins, goes back. Now he's passed off Willie Temple. Willie Temple shoots up, and it does not fall. And the rebound is gathered in by William Small for the Tigers. They have the lead and the ball. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. They lead the Trojans by 2, 46-44. Now we have Keith Small coming down to the right-hand side of the key. Again, he's closely guarded. Over to Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott is being guarded by David Johnson. He fakes, he goes, he shoots, he scores. It's a 4-point lead. 48-44 left in the ball game. 48-44 score. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Brad Skeen down across the center stripe, calls out to play. Over to Lee Huckabee. Over to Willie Temple. That's from 3-point range. Willie Temple shoots. It does not go, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by Winona.
They say that David Johnson touched the ball last, and now the ball is going to go to the Winona Tigers.
I hate to disagree with Mr. Hawthorne, but there were 2 red men who were wearing red shirts, went up, and both of them hit the ball, and David Johnson didn't touch it. All right, no matter what I think, it's what the official calls that counts. Here we go. Keith Small now on the dribble. He dives down against David.
And they're saying that David Johnson pushed off on Keith Small. That's Johnson's second foul. Okay. And neither one are in the bonuses yet, so once again they take the ball. 3 fouls for each team, so neither one in the bonus. We only have 4:03 left to go, and the Tigers have a 4-point advantage. They bring the ball down, and Keith Small dribbling around the key. He spins, trying to work inside to William. William is closely guarded by 2 men. He gives the ball back. He kicks it out. William is out, shoots, and it falls off. And then Willie Temple is down on the fast break. He's down. He scores. He gives it to beautiful hand ball to Brad Skeen, who scores. It's a 48-46 ball game. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. The Tigers have it. They're on the run. He's trying to make it down on a fast break. He's covered closely. He's into Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott up and scores. It's a 4-point ball game. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. 50-46 with the Tigers out front. Kimball bring it down now across the center stripe on the dribble, setting up the play. He tries to get it into Willie Temple. He cannot go. Brad Skeen takes it over to Marcus Dent. Marcus Dent fakes. And he travels with the ball. Closely guarded by 2 Winona players. Now a timeout's being called.
Timeout for the Trojans. The Trojans will be back in 60 seconds. Metro High School basketball.
Temple, Johnson, and Skeen. Basically the same team.
Right. I don't think there's any changes made. The Tigers inbound the ball. Winona Tigers lead by 4. They bring the ball in, passes over to William Small. William Small being guarded by Willie Temple. Willie Temple passes in. Davey Vaughn kicks the ball out of bounds.
And it'll go to the Winona
One
Tigers.
official didn't see it, and the other one said it's going to the Winona, and I believe he's right this time. I believe Davey Vaughn did tip the ball at last that time. And now we have Keith Small down across the center stripe, being guarded close about Timmy Vaughn. He drives to the right-hand side of the key. He wants to get the ball into Craig Elliott. Craig Elliott's got a hot hand. He scores. And it's a 6-point ball game. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left to go. The Tigers lead the Trojans by 6. And we're down top of the key now. Tim Vaughn over to Brad Skeen onto the right-hand side of the key. He shoots. It's short, and the ball is gathered in by number 45. That's Craig Elliott for the Tigers. He gives it off Key Small, number 22. He's being closely guarded by Tim Vaughn. He picks up a little help from David Johnson, trying to cause a turnover. And they hold up, and he called traveling. Key Small call for traveling for the Tigers. It's a turnover, and the Trojans will inbound from the timeline across the center stripe. Timmy Vaughn comes over. He steps on a man's foot, but regains his composure here. Calling out the play, passes off to Willie Temple. Willie Temple fakes. He does not go. He shoots it over to Brad Skeen. Brad Skeen fakes, does not go up for it. Marcus is having trouble getting the ball.
And they say foul
on the floor. Foul on the floor by number 41, did you say, or 34?
They said 34.
34.
Well, no, 35. William Small is William the foul.
William Small.
His 4th foul.
William Small drives out number 4, but there's only 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. And Brad Skeen shoots from 3 and does not go. Marcus Dent has the ball, bumps it against the glass. It does not go. Willie Temple shoots. It does not go. And there's a tie ball. And the Trojans going to get it. As time ball, Trojans get possession. 1 minute, 53 seconds left to go. As the Tigers lead by 6. Paul's way back out for Timmy Vaughn. Timmy Vaughn over to Brad Skeen. Back to Timmy Vaughn. Timmy Vaughn's going to shoot for 3. It's short. It does not go. The ball is gathered in by number...
Number 22, Keith Small, and of course, Tim Vaughn was called for the foul, and that is his 5th.
Tim Vaughn going out.
Lee Huckabee about to go in for Vaughn. Vaughn out there pleading his case to Woodrow Brown, and Woodrow Brown and Carl Hawthorne are out there.
Brad Skeen was one that made the foul, but it's been called against Timmy Vaughn, and Tim Vaughn's going to be fouled out of the ball game with 1 minute, 44 seconds left. The Trojans down by 6, 52-46. And the fans are getting exciting over on this end of the court, and the cameraman was blocked. Had to clear the way a little bit so he'd get a little bit of action as Keith Small shoots and up. It bounces off the rim, does not score, tipped back up. And it's finally tipped in by William Elliott, and they go up by 8. The Tigers go up by 8, 54-46. We need some points here in a hurry. And the ball is tipped out of bounds, and a save, beautiful save over there by number 34, Frederick Lockhart. Frederick Lockhart gives the ball back to Keith Small. Keith Small working the ball down the court now. He passes it back to the Williams ball. Williams ball in quickly to Frederick Douglas. Frederick Douglas back to, and a foul is being called against Willie Temple. Willie Temple fouled Williams Small.
That's his 3rd foul of the evening.
And Willie Small will be going to the line for 2. But Tigers lead 54-46, 1 minute, 14 seconds left to go in this ball game. Number 35, William Small, makes it 55-46. Second shot in and also good. It's a 56, 10-point lead now for the Tigers. Willie Temple's going to try from 3. It hits and does not fall. Tipped out of bounds by
the Tigers.
By the Tigers. I believe the last man to touch the ball was Frederick Douglas, number 41 for the Tigers. Checking into the ball game for the New Hope Trojans, number 3.
That's Justin Westover.
Justin Westover now passes. They pass the ball over to Huckabee. Brad Skeen's going to try for 3. It bounces around, finally falls in. 49-56 with the Trojans on the short end of the stick, and Huckabee is closely guarding Keith Small. Keith Small working the ball down across the center stripe. He picks a little help. The ball is hit No one is back across the center stripe in. Craig Elliott, he's got a layup, and he's fouled. Brad Skeen fouled him.
That's Skeen's second foul. That was a good foul at a good time. He was going up for an easy two, and he blocked the shot. Got part of his hand on doing it, but that's the only way they could do it. Timeout now.
Billy Wells called for timeout for the Tigers. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Metro High School basketball. Another burn burner. We got 41 seconds left to go in this ball game. The Tigers from Winona lead 56-49, and they're going to the charity stripe. I believe that was number 34 going to the stripe.
No, sir. That's number 45, Craig Elliott.
Craig Elliott, number 45, is going to go up. He's going for two. As he was fouled as he's going in for a layup. Brad Skeen committed his foul, and all the Tigers are back down to the end of the court with the exception of Mr. Elliott. His first shot up, in, and good. Craig Elliott. I don't think he's missed any free throw shots tonight, Richard.
Yes, he has. He's missed a couple or two. But,
oh, is that right? Okay. He's up, he's in, he scores, and it's a 58-49 ball game. And the ball's quickly passed down court. Lee Huckabee has his shot blocked by William Small, goes up with him, blocks the shot, and the Tigers come up with the ball. 32 seconds left to go, and this ball game is history. So Brad Skeen steals the ball, passes it over to Willie Temple. Willie Temple's up, he's up, it bounces off the rim, and it's reached. I'm not sure who it was. Willie Temple drew the foul. I believe that was going to send number Key Small to the line this time. 21 seconds left to go. And the Winona Tigers lead 58-49, and they're going to the charity stripe, and it is Key Small going to the charity stripe for the Winona Tigers. It's been a tough, hard-fought ball game. The Tigers enjoying a 9-point lead right now, fixing to try to stretch it to 10, maybe 11, as Key Small first shot is up. It's on the way. It's off the rim, no good. And the Trojans coming down. They are passing the ball over, or attempting to. William Small steps in, intercepts the ball, gives it back to Key Small. The Tigers get the turnover. And Lee Huckabee had no choice. He had to go in and foul him. With 12 seconds left to go on the clock. 12 seconds left to go on the clock. The Trojans down by 9. 58-49. Winona Tigers going to for it again will be number 22, Key Small for the Tigers. His first shot up, in, and good. It's a 10-point ball lead now for the Tigers. Threatening to be 11. 12 seconds left on the clock. Some of the fans are beginning to file out of the gym here. The second shot up, it falls in. It's a 60-49 ball game. Brad Skeen tries to drive all the way. He's up, he's in. It doesn't. Yes, tipped in by Marcus Dent. By Marcus Dent.
But they call it goaltending. So that basket does not count.
How do they call it goaltending?
Woodrow Brown called it goaltending. He said that it had not fallen out. Now there's a bit of a discussion out there with Carl Hawthorne and Woodrow Brown, and now they say a foul was committed.
They say it's a two-shot foul. I don't know where
it was on Brad Skeen.
It must be a technical.
That's what it is, and I don't know how that works.
3 seconds left to go on the clock. His first shot's in and good. It's a 61-49. I saw the scramble for the ball, but I don't know what happened. Okay, he mixed those two, and the Tigers are going to get possession out of bounds. And I think somebody else is excited now. He certainly don't get it to that end of the court. He's supposed to get to center court, isn't he?
Well, that's the way it was, but in any case.
But in any case, they have the ball in, and the clock buzzer sounds, and the Tigers win 62-49 over the Trojans. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Metro High School basketball.
Winona High School. Congratulations, young man.
That's the final.
61-49. The Winona Tigers 61, the New Hope Trojans 49. And of course, the Winona Tigers, the winners here of the New Hope Thanksgiving Tournament. And they have accepted their trophy and are heading down towards their locker room now. Let's take a look at the final statistics for the Winona Tigers. The leading scorer was William Small. He had 26 points. Craig Elliott was not that far behind. He had 22 points. Other scoring throughout the game includes Mario Hansbrough. He had 6 points in the game. Keith Small had 4 points. And Frederick Douglas also with 4 points in the ball game. For the New Hope Trojans, high score person on that team was Brad Skeen, who had 11 points, 9 of which came from three-point shots. Marcus Dent had 12 points in the ball game. Willie Temple with 11. Norman Cannell had 8 points. Tim Vaughn had 5 points in tonight's ball game. So once again, another close, hard-fought match, but this time going to the Winona Tigers.
We've had some real good basketball. 4 games yesterday and 4 games today here at New Hope Gym in the first ever Thanksgiving tournament. And we know that we can look forward now to some ball game right around the corner. Not regular season play, but coming up here very shortly, we have the New Hope Holiday Classic, in which we have some 12 teams entered. And it looks like there's going to be another big Holiday Classic here. And the dates for that Holiday Classic are December the 28th through the 30th, right here in New Hope Gym. We have some of the same teams that participated last year. One of them I remember in particular was Pensacola Woodham High School out of Pensacola, Florida, coming up. Quitman High School is also coming up. That's a 4A team down Quitman Way. Starkville's a 5A school coming over to play that. West Lauderdale High School, Northeast Jones, Noctapeta, McAdams, Louisville, and New Hope. So we're going to have the boys and girls. I think there'll be about 24 games played within those 3 days. And we have seen some good basketball games in this tournament. I hope this will become an annual event also. Richard, we didn't hope it to end this way, but the Trojans, boys and girls, losing tonight in their own first ever Thanksgiving tournament. But they played 2 real well-coached, well-talented teams.
That's true.
I don't know that I've seen many teams that was any better than the West Kemper Lady Wildcats, nor have I seen any better coached team, and not many boys teams better than the Winona Tigers. Coach Billy Well has done a fantastic job with these young men. They went out and played their hearts out and won this ball game over the New Hope Trojans.
And the next action for the New Hope Trojans is going to be Wednesday, December the 2nd, as the girls take on Noxubee County.
Noxubee County, who has another big, tall, tough team for the girls. And I haven't got a report on the boys for this year, but they always play New Hope tough.
I'm Richard Watson. Chauncey?
Yes, Richard, we just want to ask our listeners again to pray for all of our visitors for a safe journey back home, and also pray for the voice of the Trojans, Mr. Doug Moles, as he returns back to home to take up this mic here to Wednesday the 2nd for their first game. I believe it'll be at 7 o'clock. Is it our 6:30?